We're on Minecraft PlayStation 4 Edition. Now, before I get into this, I need to do two things really quick. So, give me a second here. I will do this as soon as I can. Okay. And then share, copy link. And done. So, hey guys, and well, we're not on the PC or Bedrock Edition. We're on the console edition. Now you might be thinking, what are we doing in this world? Well, this is my world I've had on the PS4. That's my main survival world that I've had for, I don't know how many years now, but quite a few years. So, I have a little spawn thing set up here, and we're just going to go on a tour. So, this is my first house. Yep, I built a hut. It's nothing fancy at all. There's a chest. For some reason it has bones. I genuinely don't know why. There's also potatoes and a little mine. It's been years. I don't quite remember what happened to this place. Also, I need to check if I can hear myself okay. Well, not me, but like, you know, you guys. So forgive me, but this is going to loop for a second. Remember what happened to this place. Also, I need to check if I can hear myself okay. Well, not me, but like, you know, you guys. So forgive me, but this is going to... Well, it kind of seems like I can. I just noticed there was a bit of stuttering when I did a test of this before. Oh, hey, we have a viewer. Oh, wait, that viewer is me. Okay, so yeah, this is my first house. Also, this is my skin. It's in one of the birthday packs. And if I go to change skin, I want to say it's the first birthday? Yep, this one. And that's my main skin. I'm going to mute the sound and let this live stream play as I'm playing, just so I can see what's happening. Okay. Now we're on to what's next. So, this was meant to be like almost a server, but like a kind of fake server. I wanted to play with my friends, so what I did was just set up a server-like thing. There's welcome, bonus chest, don't take, but try the path. I actually added this very recently. This is just the bonus chest. I don't know why, but I kind of liked that I left it untouched. So, before we take the path, originally there was a chest right here that said, I can't remember the exact wording, but it was like take a row, and it just had stone tools and stuff. But I've kind of changed my approach on that, but we'll get to that in a second. There were horses here, if anyone wanted them. Though I didn't include saddles, so I don't know really why they're here. This was a very early wheat farm and sugarcane farm. Very early, just, I don't even know why it's there, honestly. Maybe it was aesthetic. Who knows? This is Steve. He is a cow. He just kind of hangs out here. He's been here for years also. Also, there's another netherwort patch for some reason. Not quite sure what I was thinking with this world. Also, another horse in a hole. Anyways, now on to the actual pathway. So this is actually a recent build. I'm not going to go into this just yet, because this kind of a bit of a spoiler for the next update. And while most people probably know, there's someone that I'm going to explore the next update with that I'm really excited to do, and they're going to go into it blind, so hopefully they're not going to watch this, or if they do later, it's after the update, or maybe they're just confused by what I just said. I'm offering a free pumpkin and free melon, or if you're willing to wait, there's more. You get haste, so you can mine down your first tree fast, and there's saplings in this chest to plant a new one. Because, well, some of the trees have been used up around here, though there's also that, like, batch of trees that we'll also get to. Spawn home, used for a nice startup. This is just supplies for while I'm building the thing. And there's phantoms. I hate phantoms. You got furnaces, and I plan to keep working on this. You got your crafting table and ender chest. Oh, also here's my ender chest. Oh, this is very important. This is Bob. He's been there for years too. This is a book that's going to have like basic rules and also coordinates of things. I don't remember what I was going to put in this chest. And then you have a bridge out into just the world. Now, what's next? I'm sorry, guys, but you had to go. I guess what's next is the one thing I didn't cover over here. And phantoms. Always phantoms. The one thing I didn't cover over here was this little thing right here. It's a Spleef Arena. I always thought Spleef was an interesting game, so I made one for me and my friends. But I think it got blown up, and I hate phantoms. Have I said I hate phantoms? I hate phantoms. And so that kind of covers this central spawn area. There's also a Mushroom Island over there. Mushroom Islands were a lot more common on console due to the limited world size. Speaking of which, this world actually does have a limited size. This was used for an achievement. There's an achievement for flying faster than, I can't remember how fast it is, but really fast through a 1x1 hole. And this is how I got it. And it was scary. But I got it. Okay. Next is probably this thing. This thing is cruel. It's a chicken farm. Baby chickens get put here, they grow up, put in the lava, and yeah, it's not even that efficient. It's not even good. So, that's the thing. I'm probably just gonna leave it. You know what, let's go put it on egg collection mode. We don't need to torture these baby chickens. I just broke the... That's one way to put it on. Phantoms. Okay, here's my way of turning it on to egg collection mode. Let's confuse the phantoms and go in this forest. I planted all these trees because I was gonna, like, mass harvest them. But I kind of just decided it's kind of cool to leave it like this. So I left it like this. And now we're getting to the place where I wanted charged creepers. This was before channeling tridents. You couldn't just hit a creeper with lightning in a thunderstorm. So, one of the original strategies for doing this was to lock creepers in little things like this, and then I need to open this because of the phantoms. And then wait for them to get hit by lightning, and the trapdoors they could get hit by lightning through. These things are also... Okay, this isn't good. I just wanted to show you the name of it. It's named Charging, because, well, it's charging. But now I don't feel safe. We're not doing that. I'm gonna come back to this one. But this is an important spot. You might be able to tell what it is with this thing. Cool nether portal over here, but we'll get back to that too. So originally that nether portal was over there. So, but before we get to that, it's kind of hard to figure out where we should go next. Let's get to the main attraction. My first real survival house. Because the one was just a hut, that was just temporary. This is my first real survival house. Okay. Technically, though, none of this is my first. This is probably my longest running world, but only due to I had a world on the 360, but it got corrupted in an update, and I lost it, and that was really upsetting. But I waited a while because hard to do something like that. We're gonna sleep. Something you spend a lot of time on. So I got the PS4, and then I also got Minecraft for the PS4. And since I got Minecraft for the PS4, I was like, you know what? Why don't we try making a long-running survival world again? And we have that. So this is technically like my first real survival house. Anyways, this is it. It's not the prettiest, but it's also not like a cube. Photography table, one of the newer things. Wither skull, because like, why not? I should put slabs here. Minerals chest. This might seem fake, but again, this was a really long-running world, so I have a lot of diamonds and gold, and oh my gosh, my iron. I always use up my iron, and I don't have many emeralds because I keep trading them for blue ice, which, that's a project I'm currently working on. Just kind of random stuff in these chests. It's a mess. I'm going to sort it at some point. Here's a redstone chest at least. Stone cutter, one of the newer things. Oh, fun fact. I just like to use the classic crafting on the console. Even though it is a bit more tedious and takes a bit more time, I just kind of prefer it. But if you're not familiar with the Minecraft console edition, why don't I show you the, technically speaking, normal way to craft it? It's a menu like this, and you like go down the sides, and there's different things for banners, fireworks, dyes, and you just go through the tabs. I really like how this is sorted, but I'm just not a big... I like having to remember the crafting recipes. That's part of why I don't really like the crafting guidebook thing, but at the same time, that's a very good feature for new players, and I am very glad that's a thing. I just personally don't like using it all that much. Kind of just random things here. Nothing in the shulker box. This is all End City loot. Well, partially. Obviously, the wood and stuff isn't End City loot. Just, again, random stuff. For some reason, I decided to enchant some leather on it. What do we even have? Okay. That's actually kind of high. This is Henry, and my girlfriend named him because he's been up there for years. I used him to get the achievement When Pigs Fly, and I felt bad. I didn't want to hurt Henry. Or, well, back then he didn't have anything. But I didn't want to hurt him, you know? So I took him in as a pet after I got the achievement, and now he's just been upstairs hanging out. And sometimes I feed him carrots. And yeah. And then one day I was showing my girlfriend this world, and she noticed he was unnamed, and we named him Henry. These pens used to be useful, but not really anymore. I don't really use them anymore at all. Oh, we'll get to him in a second. Pets. I like cats. But there's a bug right now. If you get hit by anything, all your pets will teleport to you. So those phantoms, they could have had all my pets teleport to me, and if they're too close, and it's kind of just... We got some music over here. Let's play some. Little automatic furnace type thing. Is click the lever, put whatever you want to smelt in the top chest. These are like my two secure villagers. If anything happens to any of my other villagers, I've got these guys as a backup. Enchanted golden apple. It used to be behind the banner, but it popped off. These are mending books I've traded for. I used to have a slime named Jerry. It ironically wasn't actually based off of Captain Sparkle's slime. Also, I said rest in pepperonis because, I don't know, I was a weird kid. This is End City loot, probably obvious, but lots of End City stuff, and also this is just random stuff. And this is my main survival house. Maybe a pattern of torches here, just a random shulker box up here with some banners, End City banners up there. Yeah, I'm pretty attached to this place. And I've also made a monument here. I made a path out of redstone, which might seem weird, but I like how it, like, you know, glows and makes particles when you walk on it, so I made the path out of redstone. And also, these are just here because they were a new block at the time, and I was like, hey, I should put them somewhere, but I didn't know where, so I just put them here. These blue flowers are like my favorite flowers, so I have them along the trail. And this is just meant to be like a weird achievement thing. You got your 4 withers, you got like magma stuff, you got a This is really off-center though, and it bothers me, but I don't know where else to put the dragon head. Got a banner that's just kind of like, this is just like my banner symbol. The dragon egg. Oh, you're gonna see multiples of these, but it's not due to duping. I'll explain that when we get to another one. Maybe when we get to the end. Just some obsidian, and it's just kind of a monument of things that are a bit harder to get, like the mycelium, though that wasn't really hard to get on console. And here's a smaller scale map of like this area. For example, we are right here, this just wood blob, and then also, I guess technically we're right here at the fountain, but yeah. And so you can kind of see, this is the creeper charging area, that's the spawn house area, that's the nether portal, that's the spleef area. Oh, I never mentioned these long things. That was just meant to be like a dock. And yeah, let's get walking again. So, this was a project. I mainly got this through flying. Console world sizes, they were limited. On PS4 and Xbox One, you could have the biggest world size being a 5x5 though, in terms of map size. So this is a full 25 maps of my world. This is the entire world. And this chest is, oh, I should show you my map chest. Recently I decided to make 64 maps of every single map on that wall. So, I have spare maps if I ever need spare maps. Do these guys have anything in them? Oh, he actually does. Oh, I must have gone to the stronghold with him, maybe? He has iron? Why did I not know about this? I'm glad I just checked that. Here. I'm just kidding. This is also a recent addition. This is magic fish. I found him floating above the water and he was magic, so I imprisoned him in a bucket and made him float on the wall. I guess. Yeah, this is the world. We are right here. We're in like the exact center. I'm a person that likes to set up a base near spawn. It just makes sense. It was nice to me. This was my automatic melon farm. Not the best design. Wouldn't recommend. There are much better designs out there, but it does work. Very, 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 very slowly. But it does work. Oh boy, we'll get into the iron golems in a second. This is my creeper friend. This is a campfire before campfires existed. Just some chorus fruit because I needed a spot to grow it, and some reason I thought here was a good spot. This was a friend's house. I'm not gonna name all my friends just because I feel like that's weird. Probably don't want to put people's real names on the internet. So for reference, we'll just say this friend is no, we don't need to make fake names. A friend. This was a friend's house. They only played like once. But yeah. I chose to set up a melon farm out here, because melon farms are one of the best things you can get for villagers. So this part was me, but the house was theirs. I also just set up these logs because I needed to cut down a tree and I didn't know where to put them. Remember that nether portal I mentioned before? This was where it originally was. I didn't like that placement, so I moved it. Or maybe, honestly, it's an old world. I can't remember. Maybe I just built this. And, point is, I built a broken nether portal because I thought it'd be cool, and you know what? I still think it's cool. There's some berries over here because that was a new addition I had to go out and find. Oh, I should probably explain how console worlds generate. So, well, I mean, it's the same as a PC world, or Bedrock world, Java, whatever. It's the same. If you already explored chunks, you're not going to get new chunks. We'll go back to the world map in a second. Also, I'm going to save the squid. Be free. So I just imported some of the new stuff into the old area. This is just a fishing hut. I fish here sometimes. That was an automatic fish farm, but it doesn't work. Also, I kind of... my goal is to build a farm of every kind. But I'm not going to take advantage of them because, I don't know, I don't enjoy just getting free things without work. That's the reason I like survival, and I'm not really big on creative at all. So, yeah. Recently I put some llamas in a pen. I found them in the mountains and on a trader. Excuse me. So, well, so you might notice spots like this and think, maybe I placed the wrong maps, but, where's the... Yeah, no, that's not wrong. That's right. That's the map. And that's because of the new chunks. Whenever world generation changes, while it overwrites what would be the new chunks with a different thing, so it might go from snow to an ocean. This is actually like what I like to call the aquatic village and pillage area, because it contains both those features. There was going to be a mesa here, but this was loaded before mesas were added, and then after mesas were added, I ended up getting a small piece of mesa here. I think the only biome I'm missing is ice spikes, which makes me sad because that's like my favorite biome. But yeah, all these weird deformity type things, that's just the world. That's because I loaded it at different points and this world is old. That's one of the things I like about old worlds. And that gives them charm, I think. We're just gonna sleep again for the sake of this, like, tour. I normally like to let nights pass, except for when phantoms show up. But, yeah, also just a little emerald. Also, what was I gonna say? Was it up here? I don't know, my cat gave me a feather one time, and I kept it, but I don't know where it is. This is a lake I made. Ignore the kelp. Not that. Yes, that is kelp. Ignore the, coral. I just put that as a temporary spot to have coral. I could have kept it in a chest, but, like, eh. And the sea pickle, and, well, I guess the magma blocks I put here on purpose, but it doesn't really make sense. But, I made this lake one day, because I was like, you know, I want a lake next to my house, so I made one. Put some little water spouts going out. This used to be filled with potatoes, but it's gotten kind of crushed over the years. Same with this wheat spot. And this is a little tunnel. This is an iron golem. This one I did build. I don't know why I put him in there. I just kind of did. Let me make sure we can still hear me okay. Also, sorry if the microphone quality isn't the best. This is just some earbuds plugged into a PS4 controller. Not anything professional. I made a little water slide. You can put boats in here, but I'm in here. Hello. Yeah. So, next. Imported some bamboo, because why not? Those were a new feature that I needed that I'm honestly really surprised I got. I didn't get it from a bamboo forest. I found it in like a shipwreck or something, so thank gosh. Otherwise, I just would not have bamboo on my world. You can like jump over these with an elytra, but you need to get the timing just right. And normally I'm good with it, but of course I'm not good with it when I'm recording. Oh, there we go. Here are just some cactuses, because, I don't know, cactuses are cool. You guys like succulents? Because that's what a cactus is. I made a river, and we'll get to that in a second. First, we have more important matters to address. This is Marcus. Not named after Minecraft's creator. This is just Marcus the zombie. I don't know why I named him Marcus. He just kind of is named Marcus. I don't remember if he spawned in with the gold armor or if I gave it to him, but this is Marcus. Hi, Marcus. There's a little bridge here, and now, let me tell you a tale of two villages. One time I built a village, and then I built another village, and, they both were made out of dirt and cobblestone. Neither of them look like what they used to look like. This one's definitely a lot closer, though. So, they were both made out of dirt and cobblestone. They had huts, and they had the old-style villager breeders. This thing. And, basically, they weren't safe. I did not do a good job keeping them safe. All the villagers died in this one. And a few villagers survived in that one. So, what I decided to do, make this an abandoned, dead zombie village type thing, and make this a thriving new community. We'll get to all the iron golems in a second, because, yeah, I didn't make all those iron golems. We'll get to that. So this is just a old, abandoned type village. It still has the dirt and cobblestone, but now with the addition of mossy cobblestone as well. Permanent zombie there, I nicknamed him so he wouldn't leave. And there, excuse me. There would always be zombie sounds in the village. There's a little cave house that some villagers were in. It really was not well set up. Also, not to mention, villagers were changed, because villages used to be different, and neither of the villages accommodated for that. So, this is the old village. The one that died. There's a pig here! No! You're a resident. You can't leave your house. I don't know why. I also don't know why they're here. And so, we'll go down here next. This is a terribly set up zombie spawner. It's not good. So, I'm going to redo this. That would be an alarm. It gets my attention. That noise. There's a cat. No, save yourself. Get out of there. Oh. Why was there a cat in the zombie spawner? It's just a zombie spawner. Nothing too crazy. It's kind of a ravine here. Oh. Yeah, the spawner's actually up there, though. Also, I hate this. I used to not care about, like, hitting your head on staircases, but now I can't stand it. I don't know what changed, but something did, and now I cannot stand when staircases aren't tall enough. And preferably have stairs on them, too. Anyways, that needs to be redone completely. It's bad. More iron golems. Again, we'll get to that soon. This is my original mob farm. It's also bad. I don't know why, though. Theoretically, it should be fine. But maybe I just don't know how to build mob farms, which is entirely a possibility. I built this, again, many years ago. It's not good. I did have a nice idea, though. A little mode where I definitely could have rigged this up better, but the concept is a nice idea. You could, like, switch between if mobs would instantly die. Like, oh, yeah, I definitely could have set this up better. You could switch between, like, if they would instantly die or if you could, like, hit them, but this was bad. This is a bad setup. Younger me in Minecraft didn't know what I was doing. Where to next? I guess the village. So, this is the village. Oh, that's my cocoa bean wall. The cocoa beans are nice. That's kind of why that's there. So now the tale of the iron golems. I don't know. I think it's a bug on Minecraft console. But once I repopulated the village, golems started spawning. You know, normal. And then more golems started spawning, and I was kind of like, maybe there's more villagers here than I thought. Then more started spawning, and this is not a normal amount of iron golems. Why are there so many? I really don't know, and it terrifies me. Why are there so many iron golems? I think it's gotta be a bug with Minecraft console. Also, speaking of which, there's currently a bug with Minecraft console that also won't be fixed, unfortunately, because it's all Bedrock now. Which I will be switching this world over to Bedrock. And I'm just waiting for the Nether update to do that. And then also Realms coming to PS4 Bedrock so I can transfer it to my computer. Those of you not familiar with Minecraft probably have no idea what I just said, but yeah, this world will live on. Though currently the villagers are bugged. They do have workbenches. Apparently they don't. And that's not a house. But they do have workbenches. Problem is, they don't stay assigned to their workbenches, so I've kind of given up on villagers. I used to have a guy that was mending for 5 emeralds, but he just switched his profession, because why not? Excuse me again. We'll walk around the village a bit more, and then go into that thing. The houses don't really have anything too special in them. I feel like this village looks nicer without a million iron golems, but hey, it's definitely the safest village out there. I've done raids on this village, and they couldn't even come close to it. These are... Is this the one that goes up or down? That's the one that goes down. These are my slime farm. Maybe I should have said that when we got to the bottom. Also lava. I guess there's no surprise anymore, but these lead to my slime farm. I tried to automate it like a few weeks ago, maybe a week ago or something, but it didn't work. This wasn't a good setup. That's my bad. Still works as a slime farm though, so yeah, there's like 3 slime chunks here though. Though I've noticed these don't actually match, like that wall is much shorter than this wall, and I'm confused because I made this like again many years ago. There is a way. There's a way to go up over here. This part was here before. Well, this stuff and this stuff wasn't, but like the slab was. And this was a spiral staircase that just led up. I'm not gonna make you go through that. We're gonna go on the easy way to go up. But basically, that's where you would go up before. And down. And you just did all the slime stuff, that's down. And you just do all the slime stuff manually. I like this new bubble elevator system though. I had yet to build one, but I decided to, and I like it. It's neat. Okay, it's becoming nighttime again. Let's go sleep again, just because phantoms suck. Phantoms wouldn't be spawning this night, just as a precaution. Plus, I feel like the video's gonna look nicer. I don't really know. I'm watching the live stream, and also, do I still sound okay? I'm gonna unmute real quick so it'll loop. I don't really know. I'm watching the live stream, and also, do I still sound okay? I'm gonna unmute real quick so it'll loop. Sounds somewhat okay. Anyways, do we have any viewers? Oh, is there anyone in the chat? The whole reason I had this up was also just the chat. Only one watching, which probably is me, so... Also, it's 32 minutes long. Nice to keep in mind. Main point of doing this, honestly, was just to make a video on it. But I didn't have a way to record my PS4, so I thought, hey, I can live stream it and just keep the video uploaded afterwards. These minecarts lead to a place, but we'll check that out later. This is the burial site of a horse. Don't remember the horse. I don't know if it was my horse. I just know we buried a horse here. This was another friend's house. There's a creeper hole in it. It's got yet to be patched up. I don't really want to do it myself, just because I don't, but I could do it myself as it's just cobblestone, but I don't know, it just feels weird doing, This is the stables, and we're actually going to take a horse out of here today. Those prices are going to be rebalanced. We're using emeralds as a currency now. But, used to be, this world also had a currency, whatever you chose to be, but now we're just going to make it one currency, emeralds, because it's just a lot easier having one consistent currency than being like iron, diamonds, whatever. Anyways, see those numbers. Speed and jump height. And you might be wondering, how'd you get the speed and jump height? Well, let's get our fast boy. Is this our fast boy? 11's pretty fast. Yeah. 4.5, 11. So we got Jump Boy and that's Jump Boy. This is Fast Boy. Well, we're going to take out Fast Boy. You do end up suffocating and sealing a bit when you take these guys out. Oh, no you don't. Huh, that's new to me. You take them around here and go to the horse testing area. So, for example, you can see that's like, what, the 1.5 blocks? 1.5 blocks, 2 blocks, 2.5 blocks, you can see the trend. This guy said his maximum jump height was 3. This is 2.5 blocks, this is 3. So he should be able to get up here with a maximum jump. That was almost. I'm not going to spend too long on this because it's not working the best. Well, I wonder if that changed for some reason or if it's wrong. Well, he can at least do 2.5. And then, the way this works is you just run forward, it'll stop you. This used to work, but it's occurring to me that maybe this is a little inconsistent now. This used to work very well, but... Weird. That used to work well. I'm probably going to build an updated one of those, because I love the concept. And also probably rebalance these horses. But, this is my stables. I also had some signs here, but I don't really know what they said. 20 diamonds for diamond armor? That's bad. Why would I do that? On the other hand, diamond horse armor is hard to find, so I guess I can't blame myself. I grew a big tree here once because I thought the big trees were cool. A Ravager kind of destroyed part of it, but I don't know, big trees are cool. Oh, I used some bone meal so I could get the new flower, because it looks nice. This isn't slime blocks were introduced, I just thought slime blocks were neat, so I put some slime blocks down. This is the music disc shop. The carpeting is a music disc. I like that. 1 diamond, that'll be emeralds. You got all the music discs here. I have a music disc farm. I'm just bad at using it. And honestly, there's probably a much better way to set it up. There was this one old YouTube series. I don't know how old, but it was called How to Minecraft. And they had a game in that. It was a gambling game. And so I made my own version of it. And this is a vending machine. It kind of works, I guess. Why is there wheat in the vending machine? But this is like a gambling game. It's cool, I guess, but eh. This is Sugarcane Lake. Oh, I wonder if this is going to ruin the video quality. But this is Sugarcane Lake. There's a lot of sugar. And in the middle of it all, that's the mushroom. There's mycelium under here, though that's actually a bug. There's not supposed to be mycelium or grass in the water, but there is, and I like it, and I'm sad it's going to go. But, it's the mushroom, and there's chorus plants for some reason, but I decided to. This is like a little arena. You can, like, battle people. Ha. This was a project I was working on, and someday I definitely want to get back to. But it was just going to be, I was going to make a village, but on the jungle trees. I think it's a neat idea. But, maybe it'd be better done in an actual jungle. That's just kind of what I think. But I worked on this a long time ago. Not sure how long ago. It takes a second to get up here, and I brought a dog up here too for some reason. But, oh, I also forgot that it snows now. Hi. It didn't used to snow up high like this. So, yeah, maybe it would be better done in a jungle biome. It didn't used to snow up here. What next? Probably that person. I have my elytra, right? Okay. Probably this person's house over here. Excuse me. Again. This was someone's house. I Did I put the banners? No, I gave them the banners and they put them there. Oh, they have a little guy left here. That's sad. Not gonna name whose house it was, just cause yeah, that's probably weird. But this was a friend's house. They didn't really play much. And yeah. And then we get to... We can use a firework. Also, here's an aerial view of the place, which I love to look at. It's cool seeing all these things here. And also all the iron golems, gosh. Alright, okay, so here... The cactus farm. I don't know why one man could ever need so much cactus. Also, this is also a bug right now. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be hurting me. Though this is also a bug on Bedrock too currently. I don't know why one man could ever need so much cactus. But, I have a lot of cactus if I ever need it. I forgot to show you one area in the village. This is the trading hall. Currently, it doesn't work because villagers like to change their professions. Like you, sir, should be a librarian. But he's a farmer because they don't know what they're doing. Also, I didn't know this before expanding this way, but this is the zombie farm. Zombie farm is right next to the trading spot. Probably not the best combination, but they can't hurt them. Excuse me, again, I don't know if you can hear that, but I like lanterns. Lanterns are nice. This is my automatic farm system. Well, this is semi-automatic. This was automatic, but doesn't like to work. This is just semi-automatic. I don't really feel like planting this all again, plus it probably wouldn't make for a good video, but basically you flick the lever, water shoots out from there, and it breaks all the crops. I haven't used this thing in a long time, though. I find it's just easier to manually farm, I think. This is the original mushroom. And, fun fact, you can't get these blocks anymore. And it makes me sad, because a creeper exploded here, and I can't get the blocks to repair it. These blocks are special because if I were to silk touch this piece of mushroom, you'd probably think, oh, it's going to turn into one of these mushrooms, right? Wrong. It's red mushroom. Why is it a red mushroom? So I just can't fix this. Well, I mean, it can, but not properly, and it makes me sad. You might be wondering, why is there a minecart track from the village to over here? That was an iron golem farm, and it used to work really good. But then the villagers just have disappeared one day, and it doesn't work anymore. So that's a fun thing. This is my creeper disc setup. This is also a reference for that one How to Minecraft series, DJ Skelex. He's 2 because the first one died. Not in the series, in this world. I also decided to give him some diamond armor because he's cool. But that was also a callback to that one How to Minecraft series. And then up here, you can kind of... There's like a little temporary base. Oh, right. Back then, villagers used to work on doors. Depending on how new you are to Minecraft, you might not know that. Villagers used to make their population based on doors rather than beds. Oh, there's another viewer. I don't know who you are, but hi. Oh, it's Sentry. I called you Sentry. I don't know what I should call you, but hi, villager noises. Alright, so this is the Iron Golem farm. And then we've got this. I wondered where all the villagers up here went, and one day I decided to check it out. All the villagers are in this hole for some reason, and I don't know why. Alright, that's Fisher in the chat. Hi, Fisher. There used to be an iron farm here, but not anymore. So, we just got past BJ Skellex II and also the iron farm. We've kind of covered this area, except for that spot. And we're going to do a cool fly over there and fly through that hole. So this was another friend's place. Again, not going to name names on who was this. But this was another friend's place. They also had a mule. Mules seem to be pretty common. Some stuff was here. And, they left their house. They, like, moved somewhere else in the world. So I decided to cover their house entrance in sand when they went back to it. And put netherrack here for some reason. They thought it was funny, so it worked out well. I don't know why I did. Now that I hear a creeper, I heard a creeper fall behind me, and I'm not going to let him blow up. I don't think it was behind me, but can't be too close for comfort. Now we're going to take this minecart. Also, yeah, wash your hands. I agree. Also, why did that firework not work? Oh, this was a thing I decided to do one time. It's probably pretty loud. But we're going to take this minecart track, and this minecart track was also built for an achievement. The achievement to go 500 blocks on a minecart track thing. How was work? Also, for those watching this in a video later, the Fisher in chat said he got off work, so. Okay, so we're gonna go over here. I can imagine with this stuff going on right now. And we're just gonna take a nice leisurely minecart ride. Because, well, you can't really do much during a minecart ride. And so, yeah, I guess while we're in the minecart, we can talk about my inventory, I guess. I don't like to have thorns on my armor. I like to be in control of my damage, so I also don't have fire aspect. It's named the Void Blade for a reason. I can probably get into that later. Oh, I see. That makes sense. This is just a nice little tunnel thing. There's a ravine there. There's another ravine here. And we're actually gonna, person in chat, Fisher right now, we're actually getting to his house. One of his houses. He is also one of the people that has multiple houses. This is not it. This is another friend's house, but I kind of need to handle this creeper first. And the skeleton shot me. Okay. Alright. As long as we don't need to deal with phantoms, I'm happy. This was someone else's houses. Again, not naming names. They had horses. They didn't have a chest in their house. And they built it as a cube out of endstone. Yeah, you do have a few houses. I think I have more. I'm pretty sure. This is a current project and also an old kind of monument spot. And also you can see his house in the distance there. But first we're going to cover this spot. This was where I fought the Wither. And I came up with very dumb names for the boss fight. I fought the Wither here twice. I was clearly planning to do it a third time. I also just put a dragon head here because, like, why not? Who cares? It's Dragonite. And, well, this endstone obviously wasn't here. What I've been working on recently is, after Fisher built his house, you can see the chorus fruit on the top, I thought, well, I thought this before, but his base made me, like, sure of where I wanted to put it. I thought I wanted to make, like, a plains area in the overworld, but it's actually the end, or end islands, I guess, to be more specific. So, I made a pseudo end islands. And to keep, like, some interesting things, like the Battle of the Wither, like the holes and stuff, I just kind of, I didn't fill in the holes, I just kind of left them. I honestly really like how it turns out. It makes me think of the moon and, like, craters in it. And I plan to expand this further and further, I don't know how far, probably more that way than any of the other ways. But this is one of my current projects. And it leads us over to his base. One of his bases. This is his most current base, and I probably imagine maybe his main base. I'm not too sure. Why don't we get a response from him in the chat? Is this your main base? Do you have a main base? Okay. So this is his main base. It's actually based, pun totally intended, off of one of his old houses in, what was it, the Xbox 360? Or was it the it was 360, right? It was based off one of his old houses, and we built it together and just kind of modernized it a bit. He's got some forest fruit on the ceiling. I gave him a villager because the world currency is going to be emeralds. So, emeralds. He has an emerald source and some melons for him, and a name tag if he wants to name his new roommate. And yes, it was on the 360. I also gave him these. Oh, we skipped an area. Ooh, we can go back to that. We can go back to that when we get... I just realized you don't have a roof on your pool area. Also, why is this... Okay, I fixed it. So this is a pool area. And this is a little minecart track to the nether portal. We'll get into the nether portal system in a second. And by a second, I mean a lot of seconds. He also put some of the banners here. And I'll just show you his stuff too, because why not? Just been going through everybody's chests as I do this. And this is his house currently. I can use my trident to get around, but I need to get in my ender chest first. Ah! And I don't like leaving... I used to not care about creeper holes, but now I really do care, so I'm gonna quickly patch this up. Although I don't have much dirt. I guess I'll patch it up in the future. And I'm getting shot at. Anyways, Riptide Trident. Where is it? There we go. So this is actually perfect, because I need to go back to the main area because I forgot a pretty important thing I've done. I love how fast you can go with a Riptide Trident. Like, we're already back over here. In fact, we went too fast. Oh, and there's a conduit that's causing this conduit effect. And a wandering trader. Please have blue ice. I need blue ice. You don't have blue ice. Kind of want to buy a pufferfish. Going to resist buying a pufferfish. So, this is a did it light me? This is an integral part of the thing we're about to show. This is my skeleton spawner. It used to be very terrible. I don't know if you guys can see in here all that well. I'm gonna look at the footage. Okay, yeah, it's not bad. So basically it's a double skeleton spawner. I got lucky. 2 skeleton spawners right next to each other. They both go down here, go in there. They get pushed over here, and then every skeleton pushes the next skeleton up this thing. Sometimes they struggle a bit, but as long as another one comes along, it'll be pushed. He didn't have any llamas. As long as another one comes along, he will be pushed. It works, but it's not wanting to work when I'm... Oh, there we go. There we go. And then they get dropped down here. And I like to use this for my pickaxe's durability, because it has an ending, and yeah. The reason this trapdoor here is here, so that items don't bounce back there, so I can also just hold down the button without breaking any blocks, and that's why this is here. Then there's also the second mode to it, which is just an auto kill mode. Now any skeleton that falls down here automatically dies. And if we go back to the normal kill mode, that's true, it is called the Let's Players. There's such a thing as mob cramming. If too many mobs are in one spot, they'll start dying. But a way to counteract that is we can layer the mobs. And so, if mobs are starting to cram down here, I can just layer them up there, start killing the ones at the bottom. Then, once I've killed all the ones at the bottom, I can open the hatch and let the ones that have stacked up there, if one comes down. Then I can just let them down, and then start killing them like this too. Also, YouTube, please don't demonetize me, even though I'm not monetized in the first place. Kill is an okay word. Lava trap, because this thing uses a sorting system. You got bones, you got arrows, but there's not a spot for the bows. So I manually take out the bows, and then I put them here, and then just kind of drop them into the lava. On the line, you're right. Excuse me again. And that's my skeleton spawner. That's pretty much, I think that's this area covered now. Pretty sure. Oh, wait, actually, no. There's one more spot. Kind of, is it here? This, yes. This was another one, friend's house. It's not much of a house, they just kind of had resources. Fun fact, it actually kind of almost connects with the other friend's house as like a yard. Because there's just this waterway. This was also before you had bubble columns, so you just had to go up the waterway. I like all the old stuff in this world. And then there was just a little tunnel to his base. And then his base was here. But as you can see, they never got too far with their base construction. So, then we're going to go back to the minecart. And just go down the rest of this thing. It goes under a lake, and I use slabs so you can still see the lake, which is nice. And then we go down here, and this is the end of the live. No, it's not the end of the live stream. This is my stronghold. It spawned in a ravine. I like stronghold ravines, they're neat. Oh, that's true. We have been playing this world together since we became friends. That's nice. Strongholds are just... They're just strongholds, but for some reason I put glowstone over here. Is this important? What? Why is there... I'm not going to question it. Yeah, the stronghold has a few broken things, like for example, this door that's staying open, even though it shouldn't be. I think there's floating ladders over here. I want to say there's floating ladders. Maybe not. Huh. I thought there were floating ladders over here. You see one stronghold, you kind of have seen them all. But, still figured I'd show it off a little bit. I do want to do something with this in the future, though I don't know what. I used this area for books one time. I brought my horse over here and left him in here because I don't know why. Also, there's an iron ingot. This is weird. Also, why... This is really weird. Why did I leave my stronghold like this? This is so weird. And I also left my dog here. This is kind of sad. Someday I'm gonna bring you two home. Oh, right, I made like a little prison here. I completely forgot about that. I used one of the... Is there a button? I want to trap him. There's no button. We're gonna turn this place into a prison right now. Wait, isn't this pushing me towards lava? No, it's not. Okay. Ha! Now it's a prison. Oh. Now it's a prison. Basically, I built this weird prison for some reason. I don't know why, but I did. And then there's a ladder to get out of here. What's my computer's battery doing? Okay, that's fine. So, this is my stronghold. Not much going on, but some weird things apparently. And The end. Currently, I've done nothing with the end. It's my favorite dimension. I love it. I simply adore the end. But I've done nothing. The reason for that is because on the console editions of the game, you can reset the end. And I looked at an Enderman. The reasons for that, though, is because you can reset the end, and I reset the end a few times. It's nice when you want to explore and you can't, because, you know, the world isn't infinite. But that's why the feature was there in the first place. Remember how I said there were more dragon eggs earlier than the one? Well, it's not due to a different glitch. Whenever you reset the end... Ooh, audio balancing bad. Is the game, like, too loud? Is it okay now? I'm just going to keep talking and going on with the point I was saying earlier, and hopefully it's okay now. If you reset the end, basically the dragon will give an egg again. So, the reason there's multiple eggs... Oh, I see. But in that case, I'm not sure if you guys heard what I said before. Basically, I love the end, but I've done nothing with it. Reason being is because you can reset the end on the console versions of the game. This is due to not having an infinite world to play around with. Infinite world, no need for resetting. But you don't have infinite worlds. Basically, the way this would work is there's this main end island, and then potentially, well, there is up to 4 of these crystals. I mean, not crystals. End island portals. And up to 4 of those can spawn on a PS4 world. And I believe it's the same on the other console worlds. And, so basically, if you want to explore more end islands, you just can't, unless you reset the end, hence why the feature is there. And if you reset the end, the dragon also drops an egg again. So that's why there's going to be multiple eggs in this video live stream thing. Because, yeah, also, I hope this doesn't kill your ears. We're going back through. That didn't make a sound. Also, that scares me every time. It just gets rid of your inventory for a split second, and it's just like, did I lose everything? But, no, it's fine. And where to now? We already covered... I guess the Nether is probably the next place? Yeah, the Nether's the next place. So, from the Nether, we have... Ow. Also, I guess... Oh, right! Fun fact, before they added pumpkins without faces, originally it was just pumpkins with faces. Pumpkins would actually grow with faces. This was originally a melon and pumpkin farm. That's been kind of trampled over the years. And I'm going to hit that wandering trader, because I can. That actually killed him, no! I didn't want to kill him! I'm not sure where to go from the Nether. Because there's a few different places. I think I'm going to go with the smaller locations and maybe end it off with the big ones. Also, there was one thing I forgot to mention over here, but it's very small. There's a conduit right there, but that's about all. So, there's not much fun. And so now, we're getting to actually over here. There's another Mushroom Island, and the reason I'm pointing out the Mushroom Island is because there's a fun thing here. Remember how I said worlds generate weirdly if you've been playing on them for a long time? Also, we should probably sleep before we do this. We can quickly show this, then go sleep. Also, fun fact, Mushroom Island biomes, they don't spawn hostile mobs. Phantoms still spawn, unfortunately. But, you're actually safe on these things. You got some mushrooms here. Basically, when the aquatic update for the PS4 happened, I noticed something. there wasn't an ocean monument here ever before, but check this out. There's guardians here. So I think what happened is it created an ocean monument after, like, the world was already loaded, because this area was loaded a long time before. So I think it just decided, let's put an ocean monument here even though there wasn't one before. So obviously the structure didn't come with it, but the mobs did. So this area just spawns guardians for some reason, and I can't say I'm complaining. We'll take a quick sleep, just so then we don't have to deal with the accursed phantoms, as I keep mentioning. And after we do that, we'll hit up the nether. Where are we going in the nether? I don't know. This trident's going to be of no use to us in there. Let's put it back in the other chest. That was not the right spot. Okay, there we go. So, there's two significant locations, other than this main spawn area. Oh? Maybe. I'm kind of thinking maybe the small locations first, because I'm going to go through every location. This is probably going to be a long video. We're already at 65 minutes. Wow. This is going to be a long video. Maybe I'll make another cut-up version of this in the future. But, basically this area, and also this area, are the two most significant areas on this world, alongside the main area. Excuse me. And then all throughout the world, there's just smaller spots that are still important, but don't hold the same significance as those three areas. But, let's go to the nether and just, I don't know, we'll figure out where we're going. Also, hi Llama, that just maybe was there before. Oh, also, when coarse dirt was added to the game, I put some coarse dirt here, and I never touched the stuff again. I don't really have a purpose for coarse dirt. I also put snow here for some reason. Again, not really sure why. So, this is like my first ghast here, and for some reason I decided to frame it. Nether portal, nice little, the classic nether leaking into the overworld kind of look. And let's go through. Here is our nether portal. And you can actually see it mapped out right here. You can't tell where's what, because nether maps aren't good maps, but here's a little map. So this is the main portal. The reason those lights are there is because you're meant to kind of go in it facing this way. Also, that might be loud. I didn't think about that. Spawn. This is a little viewing area. You can see that there's a ghast right there. We're not going outside of here. I collected some lava buckets because who knows when you might need lava buckets. And they're kind of tedious to get. This is an ice pathway. Originally, I had a minecart pathway. But when I transfer this world to the Bedrock edition of the game, minecarts go a lot slower in Bedrock edition. I don't know why, but they do. So, I've got minecarts to all the other less important places, and then boat pathways to the big important places. So that way you still have a fast alternative to get to like the hot spots of the world. Of course you would say that. These signs kind of hint where things are, but there's still, I don't know if they really describe the places well enough. So I guess, let's go this way. And also, a villager walked in here one day, and, well, it's his fault he's in here now. I'm going to push the minecart chest back the other way, so we just don't need to deal with this thing in front of us the whole time. Okay, so this just stops right here. This leads to that nether portal by the one guy's house that was made out of the end stone, and it's close to the end portal, and it's also caused conflict with Fisher's house portal. Remember how there was like a big pathway before to get to Fisher's house? This is the reason. The nether portal's linked badly, and so you actually just need to go far away. Also, you built this area, and I like it. It's nice. But, that's why this is perfect. you need to go through this path to actually get to his house, because neither of these portals are really convenient, but at least this one's a straight path. Don't really have... I'll take the minecart from the nether portal. I'll fly over to the one side and then come back the other way. Also, I love the elytra. This is like probably my favorite item in the game. It's so useful. So, this... Oh, also I burned down the jungle. That was really random to bring up, but I kind of burned down this area of the jungle. I really wanted to find ocelots because, fun fact, originally, before the Village and Pillage update, cats were tied to ocelots rather than, well, cats. So I kind of maybe burned down the jungle to find ocelots. That was years ago, though. I wouldn't do it nowadays, even though I kind of expanded upon it like a few weeks ago. So this is the minecart path me and him built to get to his portal. And, well, it's a minecart path. It's kind of annoying that we have to go on this, but it's the most convenient way. Also, why is it diagonal? Because we kept trying the different things. We went a bit too far. There's stopper rails. Oh, also, I like this little system I created because you just get to, you know, turn the track whichever way you're going. And it all sprawls out from the spawn. This portal over here, that actually leads to the jungle we were just at, but we're not here for the jungle. This doesn't really go anywhere. I don't know why I'm going on it, but this is that jungle we were just at. You might have seen a portal in the distance. But that's not why we're here. We're here for the mountains. Fisher, you probably don't remember because you weren't here earlier in the stream, but earlier in the stream I mentioned my old Minecraft Xbox 360 house. And, just Xbox 360 World and how I lost it, and it sucks. Well, I believe it's this part, not the other one. I began a reconstruction project of my original house, but I still have yet so much. But I began reconstruction efforts on my original house. My original house was... Why are there 3 creepers? Why are there 4 creepers? Why were there 4 creepers? That is true. Why were there 4 creepers though? Oh, I wasn't ready for that. I'm not having creepers I'm not risking creepers blowing up my old survival house project. It's a big project. I made a big house with like tunnels and stuff. Also, that leads to another big project of mine that actually is more complete already. In my original Xbox 360 world, this part wasn't connected to my actual house. This is like an alteration. Basically, in my old Xbox 360 world, I had a big netherrack road that you could walk down, and it led to this giant farm on the top of a mountain. I kind of cut out the netherrack road. That's kind of represented in the nether tunnels nowadays. But, basically, I kind of just combined those two things, my mega farm and then also my old original house. I still have yet to work on my old original house more, but my mega farm, I am happy to tell you, is pretty much complete already. And it basically just had a little shack and then a giant floating farm, and I loved it. You had all the crops. Originally, though, there weren't things like beetroot, and there weren't even carrots or potatoes. And once those were added... Oh. True. Once carrots and potatoes were added, you can only find them through villages or zombies, and I couldn't spawn any new village-type things in my 360 world. I actually managed to, somehow, but it was all wheat in the planters. So this is kind of like an expanded version on my old farm. There also wasn't nether wart in the thing, but this is like an updated version. There's also all the tree types. By all the tree types, apparently I mean 2. And one's not even planted. But you got all the crops: melons, pumpkins, potatoes, wheat, carrots, even beetroot, even though it's useless. And yeah, this is nostalgic. Those banners weren't there before. Banners didn't exist back then either, fun fact. I did have a bed in there before that I just built, and this wasn't here originally. This is so I can like wait there and be like AFK, safe. And it's just, yeah, it's just a nice little why do I have so much glowstone? I mean, I'm not complaining. And there's another nether portal down that path, but instead of going through that nether portal, it's turning nighttime. Why don't I just fly over to the next place? Because some reason Fisher decided to put 1,000,000 torches on his house. And, or did we pick them all up? No, we left them. You can kind of see them. But this actually looks really cool at night, so I'm glad you did, because I love how it looks flying over to it. But we have to wait for night to kind of arrive a bit more. Why is there water flowing out? I don't really, I just noticed this. Why is there water flowing out? Huh. So, well, it's getting a bit darker. I'll wait for it to get more dark, though. Maybe we should sleep here? Well, not obviously, we're gonna wait for it to get nighttime. Okay, this is good enough. You can just see it in the distance lit up, and personally, I love how it looks. Maybe most people wouldn't care. It's just a lot of torches, but I just like how it looks. When you get closer, it's like, oh man, who decided to put this many torches? But from a distance, it looks amazing. This is Fisher Mountain House. You haven't done much with it, have you? Yeah. But it exists, and you have coal in the ceiling. So this is Fisher's Mountain House, alongside my mountain house. And so now we go back to the game. Also, fun fact, this tunnel wasn't here for the longest time. It took me forever to build this thing, and there was just deadly nether out there, and it was terrifying. Also, hopefully the portal sound isn't killing your ears, because it's going to play a lot with how many places we're going. So we need to walk up here. Could be beneficial to have a minecart go all the way down there, but can't be bothered. This goes back to spawn. It's just a cool tunnel with like lava in the middle. I like it. We will go that way. Maybe not for the reason you're expecting though. So it's no secret to people that on the Java edition of the game, the nether roof is a prominent feature. On the console and also Bedrock edition, you can't do anything with it. You used to be able to. Not on Bedrock, but you used to be able to on console. So I used to have like a little hut up there, and then just a pad for things to spawn. And I also just had a little like ladder to get up here. I'm also just realizing how dark that is on stream. Ooh. Well, you can kind of see. I'll place a torch though. I didn't realize it'd be so dark. So basically, you can't go up here now. But there's the nether roof of my world. You used to be able to go up there, but you can't. And when I tried transferring the world to Bedrock as like a test, you can go up there, but you can't place anything up there, so that kind of sucks. But, well, this is going to be dark on stream again, I guess, for a second. But we can quickly get back to where we were. It's a lot brighter on my TV, I wonder why. I guess I probably just have a higher brightness or something. Also, my computer's on low battery, so it's on a lower brightness, so maybe that makes sense. So now, you can take the minecart track to somewhere else. I love my minecart track system, even though Blue Ice is faster. I like the minecart track system. This now goes to, I believe, only one other location. Yes. One of the edges of the world. Fun fact. On the... I'm gonna get behind this because a gas could spawn over there. I've had it happen before. On the console edition of the game, due to the limited world sizes, instead of, you know, infinite nether, you had bedrock walls, and it's the coolest thing. I love how it looks. So we just go through here, and it's just a forest. There's not much to it. It's just kind of a forest, but yeah, it's a forest. Also, yeah, probably brightness settings on TV. This is one of my signature pop-up bases. This one isn't filled up though, apparently. I'll show you a filled up one later, but that's my little pop-up bases, and this is literally just a random. It's literally just a random forest. Oh, also one time an update happened and my portal broke, and it's not fixed, and I love it. But yeah, there's not much. Remember I said gas can spawn there? Well, glad we got out of there. Now we're gonna go to this is the north side of the world, right? Yes, this would have been north. Now we're gonna go to the south side of the world, and we're gonna check it out. There's a bit more going on there than over there. Though we're gonna need to go past this minecart chest again. Oh. Well, we'll walk there. This thing took quite a while to build. I built it over time rather than building it like all at once. There's a nice little window over here with lava flowing on the window. And, so, our first turn. The mini mesa that I have. This is also a, fisher base. There's a mine and fisher base. This used to be the portal, but somehow it got desynced, and now it's this portal. I don't know why. Nether portals are weird. Nether portals are very weird. But this is me and Fisher. So, I didn't think I'd have a mace in my world, due to me exploring a lot of the world already. But fun fact, I do. And if we go to this side of it, it's gonna look really cool. Because, when chunks are cut off, it's just like, yeah, and it looks awesome. Before we check that out, before we check out the combo base, I'm going to check out my one base over here. Reason being, because we're going to need to go back to that portal, so I'll just check it out once we go back to the portal. So, in this jungle, it's a bit tricky to find, but that's kind of intentional. I think I know where it is. Oh, hi, parrot sound. But, also X-ray glitch. Sometimes leaves just work as an X-ray glitch. And I think we went too far to the... It's like... Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Oh, okay. I knew it had water nearby. So we go down this dark tunnel, and we climb the vines, and this leads to another one of my bases, and it's just up here. It's going to take a second to climb. These things aren't exactly fast or anything. Yep, tree fort. I haven't done much with it, but I like it in concept. Who hasn't built a jungle house in Minecraft at some point? That's like a viewing deck down there, and this is the jungle house itself. There's a floor here. There's a wandering trader who I need to see if he has any blue ice. There's a nice view of the Mesa house. And just a little tree house. Tree houses are cool. Can you go up here or anything? No. And then down there, that's just a viewing platform, but I'm not sure how you're even meant to get to, but you can. Also another chunk boundary, which they're really neat to look at. Let's go talk to that trader. Please have blue ice. I need blue ice. Also, I can't climb... I hear that baby zombie. You're so tiny, stop being a child. Now you made the villager go invisible. Is that blue? Oh! Where are you? Give me all of it. Thank you. I'm glad I checked that guy to see if he had it. I desperately needed that. Stop shooting the llama. Jeez. Anyways, now back across this mesa. Very insightful comment. So, across to the other side of the mesa, we now see parts of my base. It was a combo base. My base was more in the center of this thing, his was more underground. Though this thing isn't necessarily easy to climb, so I'm just gonna ender pearl up there. That was a horrible ender pearl. Also, hey, we can peek in. As you might have seen from that peek in, I really have not done with much with my side of this place. Also, we really need to get stairs in here. I made a little viewing deck. You can like go in here and view, or you can be up here and view. Also, there's a distant view of my tree fort, which I love how that looks. And yeah, I did nothing with mine. It's not good. You're watching on Switch. That's neat. I kind of forgot you could live streams on Switch. This was just for mining, for resources, because obviously resources are important. And this was Fisher's side of the base. I had a bed. I didn't even have a bed in mine. This place also looks pretty empty, but that's for a separate reason. He moved out of here. I guess before this, maybe this was your main base? I'm not quite sure, honestly. But, he moved out of here, and that's why... Oh? Your phone oh, I see. But, yeah. That's Fisher's base. And also my base. And they're both barren, because I didn't put anything in there in the first place, and he moved it. Now, we're off to... I think Blazes are next, but we're going to actually pass on that one for a reason that you'll see soon. And by soon, I mean, like, in a bit. Also, we went too fast. Okay. So, this next one should be Blazes, and we're going to actually skip that. And I hope we're skipping the right thing. I see. So, this is the aquatic area, the aquatic village and pillage area. I did not think I would get any aquatic or village and pillage stuff in my life. I figured for sure. I had explored all of it. I've already loaded everything. I thought this was impossible. But sure enough, it was not impossible. And I have the tiniest iceberg biome out there. Ta-da! Where's a spider? We're in one of the new villages. I got so lucky to have one on this world. Granted, it doesn't mean much. Like, you can get your own villagers. But I think it's neat to have, like, just, you know, the natural ones. I love how they look, and there's a nitwit playing in the pond. I love how the natural villages look, though. Also, this is a hole. I don't know why it's there. I just kind of made a hole. When I found this place in my world, I set myself a challenge. I need to build a nether portal before I can leave this area. I basically just started survival here. Again, but it was a twist. Aquatic survival, essentially. So, I challenged myself that I need to build a nether portal before I can leave. No. That's actually why that mine was there, now that I think about it. But before I built the nether portal, I did a ton of aquatic stuff. And I took advantage of it while I could. And this is my update aquatic house. It's in a pirate ship that was on the coast. And I love it. So it's mostly intact as the original form, but renovated a bit. For example, I put windows. Shipwrecks don't have windows. I have a little chest here with some buried treasure. I think the ones that are left behind here are ones that are either copies or ones I didn't get. Because I couldn't find. There's a little staircase here. Originally there wasn't. I had to make that. And this is just, I don't know, it's just kind of here. Don't question me. I don't know why it's there. And also you can just go on top of this and kind of be on lookout. I really like it as a base. It was really fun to live in. Also, over here. There wasn't a pillager outpost that spawned, but pillagers can actually spawn from this spot. You can see it only actually spawned like the side structures and not the pillager tower itself. But at nighttime, which is weird because pillagers can spawn during daytime, but only at nighttime, that area gets pillagers, which is just weird, but okay. Though it doesn't work in Bedrock Edition, which makes me sad, so I'm going to need to find a new pillager outpost. So let's hope I won't need a raid for anything. Also, I crushed a crop, and that's also sad. Now, we are going to be going to another edge of the world. And that is this one. So, over here is the second edge of the world before the two main places on this one. One of them has a lot of backstory behind it. Another has just interesting things about it, I guess you could say. No! Sometimes those rails don't like to work. Most of the time they work, but sometimes they don't. Apparently today is one of those days. Quit being grumpy, rails. You don't go down there. That's just a wall that leads into Bedrock. I don't know why I put rails down there, but don't go down there. This is another forest, steep plains. City is big, yes. Except, I decided to have blue ice. Wait, I don't even have emeralds for it now. Oh my gosh, no, it's packed ice. But, I actually just decided to make the ground stone, because, like, why not? Custom biomes are cool. There's nothing else to see here. It's just a forest with stony ground. Okay, now we're gonna have to flip that lever again. See, that time it stopped me. Sometimes this is just weird. And now we're going to be going to... I feel like the city is gonna have more... they're both gonna have a lot of talking. The city has more to show. Kata House first, then city. So, we don't need to use this minecart to go to either one of them. But we might for the novelty as... Oh, this is gonna have a fun story. Those of you watching this in the future, as current... Wait, there's 3 people watching. Oh, wait, no, you're watching on 2 devices. That doesn't count. Unless there is another person here, which... Maybe there's 3 people? I don't know. Anyways, this is probably going to seem like I cheated, but I swear to you, I didn't. I can prove it by getting achievements in this world still. Also, if I were to go to the screen, it would be like, worlds loaded in survival, can't be loaded. You can't, like, make a survival... If you make a survival world creative, it'll forever be counted as a creative world, but this is counted as a survival world. Yeah, probably. This is probably going to seem cheaty, but this is not through a cheat. This is natural. You might be wondering, how is this natural? Allow me to explain. Basically, one day an update happened, and it broke my blaze spawner. I thought it just broke my blaze spawner. I thought I would have to find a new one. I thought that I just couldn't use this anymore. I thought it was pointless. I was tempted to break it. But one day I thought, there's a pig in that thing. What if I place down grass? And that's when I discovered it works. My blaze spawner broke and became a pig spawner. So now I just have infinite pigs in the nether. And I gave them little grass and flowers to be nice. But, yeah, I don't know why that happened, and looking at it at first glance, you'd probably think I cheated, but yeah, that's completely legit. I'm very tempted to take the Blue Ice Pathways as I just made them, but we're gonna take the minecart. Well, we'll take the minecart back. Yeah, that's a good plan. Blue ice pathway there, minecart back. So, you go over here. This is just an exit to the nether. We were going to go out here before, but there was a ghast here. I felt threatened. So, it's not done. That's why I'm so after blue ice. But it's functional. You just can't use the one side. You just have to make sure you're going towards this one side. But you can use it, and it's fast. And we'll take the other way back by minecart. So, before we go through this portal, I had some portal troubles. Portals were linked badly. This portal led to this place, and I didn't like that. This is a pretty big location. Not this portal. But this is a pretty big location. I didn't want to have to go up these stairs every single time I wanted to come over here. It was really annoying, and now I'm making you guys go through the suffering I had to go through. Also, there's a witch cult. That probably sounds weird, but let me show you. There's a witch cult. Did you see that? They were like, also, she's not attacking me. There's just a witch cult back here. Why is there a witch cult? I don't know. But there's just a witch cult in these caves, and it kind of scares me. Why is there a witch cult? Oh, also fun fact. Originally this was snowy, but due to climate change, not actually. I feel threatened. Hey! No. I'm sorry, cult member. I had to kill you. This used to be a snowy area, but due to an update, it updated, and I think this is still a taiga. I can't really say for sure, honestly, but it can't snow here anymore, and also all the snow is drying up, and it's sad. Now we're gonna go over here, and this was originally the trek I had to do to get to this house every time, but I went through a lot of pain and reworked those nether portals. But before we reworked the nether portals, this was the little trick I had to do each time. It's not that big, but doing it over and over again, you can imagine that'd get annoying. So you pass by some pumpkins. Also, fun fact, before pumpkins existed, wait, that's a gnat. Oh, that's got a face. Before pumpkins existed as pumpkins, they all had faces and would spawn in that way too. I don't like surprise creepers. I don't know where this leads, but it leads somewhere. Somewhere clearly important enough for me to mark it. I'm gonna start off with that big structure. I was gonna be a Christmas tree, but I got lazy. So, first of all, snow stacks, and I adore it. It's amazing. I love snow. And we're gonna get in... Wait, phantoms. Phantoms are gonna spawn tonight, aren't they? Or tomorrow night. One of these nights. So this is a igloo. And, it's got a snowman in here. Yep, it is. And we're gonna go there after the cat. It has a lot of grass blocks. How's the doggo? Are you fed up good? Okay, okay. And, yeah, it's just, it's an igloo. There's not much to see here. Excuse me. This was my original portal. I kind of reworked it. You can still use this portal, but I reworked it so this isn't, like, the necessary thing to take, and where it will drop you off and stuff, and, yeah. Floating snow should be around here? Maybe it's right here? Oh no, did it break? There used to be floating snow over here. But it seems as though it broke. Yep. This is just for snow, you know, getting snow. But I have a better place for that, we'll see later. I don't know what this little thing is, but it's like a little just snow monument. This is my Shep pit. There's lots of Sheps in here. All the different colors. Lots of Sheps. I like saying Shep just because I'm weird. Lava. I don't know, if it's snowy. I thought a lava fountain would be neat. And the Keata House. Oh boy, this holds significance. It's not perfectly accurate with what the Keata House would be, but it's like very close. The concept is from my series I plan to make in the future, which I haven't actually... Oh yeah, true. This is based on a thing I plan to make in the future, called the Keata series. That might be a code name for it, or it might just be the name of the series at this point, honestly. But, there's a lot I could talk about in that, and expect future Keata-related content on that, but for now I'm just going to leave it at that. This house is based off a series I plan to make in the future that I want to use to help people. And I want to have it be animated, ideally, and there's a lot going on there, so this is just the beginning of it. And this is just where everyone in that series lives, technically speaking. Not everyone, but the main characters. And so it's not one-to-one accurate, obviously. For example, they don't have Pokeballs hanging on the walls. How many years have we been calling it the Keata series? I don't know. At least 2. This is based on one of the characters' items in the house. One of the characters' names is Jeb, and they've actually learned the secrets of teleportation through drawing out Keata's blood. Keata wasn't very willing, but it happened. So Keata, and so this is Keata's house, and Jeb installed a portal at the house, a teleporter at the house, the lab, and a fake house, which I'll explain some other time. And so to kind of get that similar idea, I built a nether portal here that connects to the nether network thing. That's just... The nether portal is insignificant, same with the ender chest. But basically in the series there's a little telepad here, and you use it to teleport. There's like a little control panel along here, and yeah. Originally, it can only teleport between those 3 locations, but eventually Jeb learns how to teleport it to specific coordinates. Though, you can't teleport back from those coordinates, so you gotta be kind of careful with what you're doing. So that's the backstory behind the teleporter. Then the kitchen. It's just a kitchen. These are like oven dials, a sink. Wash your hands. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of your neighbors and society and people around you. Be good, and yeah, we're living in bad times. But wash your hands. And don't touch your face. And do social distancing. That's true. Yeah. A little fridge, it works, you know, you got some lettuce. Just some random things in here, some like gold, lapis, and see, here's another dragon egg. That's what I mean. Diamonds. I should probably move those. I don't use this house that often. It's more of just a cool thing I have. I'm gonna skip the secret thing. This is just like a desktop computer. You sit at your desktop computer. Yeah, it's a desktop computer. Closet. I had extra stairs, so I kind of just jumbled them all underneath the staircase. Little Christmas tree with boxes. I built this house around Christmas. Bathroom with a door that you can't, like, close from the outside, but once you go inside it, you close it. You have a working shower. You can either have a bath, or you can have a shower. You can have either one. Also, this is like a towel rack. This is like another towel rack. I think there was something meant to be here, but honestly, I kind of forget what. Then a little mirror. Wash your hands. Again, this is the reason there's multiple dragon eggs. This is meant to be like a little radio thing. Is there a music disc? There isn't. Also, if you hear polar bears, you do, and you'll see in a second. This is my dye setup. you have the banner here, and you just have a lot of different dyes and colors of things, and some more banners, and yeah. I want to get back into more banners soon. Also, this was meant to be like stockings. Again, I made this around Christmas. Excluding that, it's just a fireplace. Fireplaces are nice. This is just like a little room. There used to be like a bunk bed here. I don't know why it's not there. Also, just note blocks, because I don't know, they're cool. I don't know why I put those there, honestly. Little library bookshelf at the middle section of the staircase. And here's the rooms! They're all empty. Well, except Cantus, but that's also going to be tore down, but they're all empty. Reason being, that's one of my projects I'm working on, redoing them all, cause yeah, I wasn't happy with how they turned out before, so I'm gonna redo all of them. You got Joey, Kata, then you have May, Mercedes, and then you have Gray, and a nice little balcony that apparently has snow. Ta-da! That's true. I don't think they've changed a lot exactly. I think they've just developed so much more than originally. But at the same time, that's every series. I like the character development we've had, and in the future, we'll go into detail on these characters. Oh, we would definitely will. I don't know if I want it to be a separate channel or the same channel yet, but we'll go into detail on that. This room is just like a little weird access way to the roof of the building. I don't know why you'd need to get to the roof of the building, but you can. Maybe to shovel it with all the snow. True. Sentry has gone through many different hair colors and styles. Mostly colors. Also the light you can like turn off. That, I don't know, it's a thing. This is just like a guest room meant to be kind of thing. Polar bears. No, the team doesn't have polar bears. It's just, I don't know. There's just polar bears in here. I really can't tell you why. There's just polar bears. But it's also a guest room, ignoring the polar bears. This is a little chimney that you can actually like climb up. I want to put campfires in here because campfires didn't exist before. My best campfire was these torches making these little puffs of smoke. It wasn't a good campfire. Also, fun fact, that used to be snowy, but a biome shift. And revealed that dirt hut I built that one time to hide the night in. Speaking of night, what time is it? Oh, it just turned daytime. Oh. Heck, phantoms are gonna spawn tonight, and that's no good. Now, we've got 3 more locations to show here. So, you can find igloos in Minecraft. You might not know that. Depending on how I don't know. Snow biomes aren't the most common things, and igloos also aren't the most common things. So this is an igloo. Except, I didn't find this igloo. I built this igloo. I built it 1-to-1 to be an exact replica of an igloo. All the way down to this like room below it too. With this stuff and yeah. I built this thing myself and built it to be a 1-to-1 of an igloo because I didn't have an igloo in my world. So that's something I did one time. And that's one spot in the snowy area. Just some stuff I found while here, because there's an abandoned mine shaft underneath this area, fun fact. Also little spots coming through the ice. Those led to the mine shaft. Oops. Now we've got 2 more spots. One of them is just very simple, but is very important for my current project, Cough Cough Blue Ice. So one of my current things I've built very recently to get all that blue ice is an ice farm. The way it works is simply, also there's so much snow stacked up over here because I've waited over here for ice. The way it works basically is I hide in here for like an hour probably to get it fully filled up, and ice just covers this thing. And basically this outside line cannot be covered with ice because of the glowstone. So then I just break it all, and it automatically refills itself because of the way the water works. Do you have a bed at Sentries? I don't know, but yeah. And so it's just an ice farm. Also, something I noticed that's interesting, some reason all the ice comes from this one side. I don't know why. It's really interesting though. And now we're off to Sentry's house. Is this actually Sentry's house, or is this just kind of we made it as Sentry's house and probably going to redesign his house? I feel like we probably should redesign his house. I don't think this makes a very good house for the actual series. What do you think, though? Okay, so this is Sentry's house. There's little pillars going up, and there's another portal connected to it, but we still have yet to link it up to the actual portal network. But this is the thing. Fisher made this banner, and that's like the Chaotis banner. So I'm also going to redesign that. It's made out of acacia wood because I don't know why you put acacia wood in a snowy biome. But there's this weird little nether roof thing, and yeah, he likes fire. Does Sentry like fire? Because I was referring to you, Fisher, in that case, but Sentry probably likes fire. Sentry seems like a guy who likes fire. And we can't actually sleep here yet because it's not nighttime. Also, you planted all the acacia trees too. So we're gonna head back over here. Also, fun fact, this snow thing only happened somewhat recently. So the areas I haven't been in a lot just don't have that pile up of snow, but these areas do, and I love it. Sentry is crazy. Also, I'm gonna need to craft more rockets soon. So we can actually use the teleporter portal to get back. Though we're gonna need to walk all the way back to that one thing because the minecart's all the way back there. Or did I break the minecart? No, I didn't, but I should have. And so now we're leaving the Chaos house and going to the final stop. Wow, this has been like a 2-hour stream already. It's just gonna be long. Seems like it's probably gonna wrap up in around maybe 20 minutes. Who knows? But either way, the point of making this was to record a video on this world, but I couldn't do that before. Also, just this portal at Lava Lake is kind of neat. But the main reason of me doing this was to record a video, and that was accomplished. So, yeah. Is that a house? Oh, do you mean the desert now? Maybe? Or do you mean that weird thing? That I'm going to turn into a log factory. Your first house. I don't remember which was your first house, honestly. So there we go, we just went on the minecart trip down there. I gotta put this boat back. Okay, I see. So boat back. We'll take the boat back from the city because we actually do have 2 detours, I believe 2? Yeah, 2 detours to check out on the way to the city. Oh wait, actually there's a whole branch we forgot about. Actually, but there's more. You know, maybe this isn't going to be 20 minutes. First off, my blaze farm. Fun fact, because of the limited world size in Minecraft console, you were actually able to get blaze powder. Yes, you can get blaze powder from blazes. No, you can get glowstone dust from blazes. The way it works is simple. You just go up here, you wait in this door thing, and blazes spawn and get stockpiled down there and you kill them all. But Why don't I show you better how it actually works? A blaze will spawn, 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 and they fall on the pressure plates and get pushed to the center and all end up at the bottom together. And yeah, it just connects this nether fortress. I should probably put a door here sometime. And yeah, it's my blaze farm. It's very useful. But I think the skeleton farm is actually a bit more useful for XP. Blazes drop more XP. They drop 10 XP. And skeletons would only drop 5. But since my skeleton farm is actually combined with another skeleton spawner, I think the skeleton spawner ends up being more efficient. Also, you can't just one-hit these guys with a pickaxe. You can't even one-hit them. Dude. So this is more if you need XP for your sword. But, yeah. The skeleton farm works better for pickaxes. So now we actually do have one more stop before... Wait, no, two more stops before the city. I kind of forgot, but technically, one of them was that right there. There's nothing too significant here, just the potential to make a witch farm if I ever wanted to. But excuse me again. I don't think I'll do that. It's just this. This is also old terrain, but I put some berries here one time because I had them and was just like, I need to get rid of them, so I just put them there. Also another broken nether portal. So that was just a witch hut. Nothing too crazy, but built a portal out of it. This is just a way to get out into the rest of the nether, but actually this kind of connects with my boat pathway. They lined up so perfectly. When I was building the boat pathway, I was terrified it was going to end up connecting and like merging with this thing and it'd be a mess to work out, but I got so lucky that it didn't. So now we're going to go this way. This doesn't go to the city. It almost did, but this actually leads to, technically speaking, 3 locations. We're not going to worry about going down here with the thing, but this is the ocean monument. But though I don't even necessarily need this now that there's that one broken ocean monument closer to my base. But still, concept still stands. Ocean monument, doggo to hang out with. Are you hurt? I think he's hurt. Yep. Cool little jungle island here. It's a very small island. Oh, well, there you go. I like how this island is because it just connects like that. It's weird. And then also the underwater is weird. This ocean monument was generated on new chunks. So you can just kind of go in this cave and just kind of check it out. I'm going to put a torch in here. Heck, I just updated the water. What have I done? But, it's an ocean mon. There's an Elder Guardian here? That's actually amazing. I need to kill an Elder Guardian for an achievement. I thought I couldn't find any more in this world, but apparently I can? I'm actually genuinely excited about the fact that I got, mining fatigued. Also, there was one of our other locations that we're going to. But I'm going to go underwater to it, and then come up on the surface a bit closer. Maybe, like, now. It's one of my bases. I haven't used this one, like, much at all. Also, I'm kind of floating above the water, but we're not going to question that. I like this base. I like how open Acacia, like works, I can't talk. Acacia works really well as an open type building block, I think. That was a sentence that even made sense. But there's a little pen here, a little farm thing, a little lantern from the ocean monument. Ooh, I have a stack of gunpowder. That works out really nicely for me. And it's just this little house. There's like a little thing in the middle. You got cat, dog. chest, a little passageway to get down, but there's not actually anything down here. And yeah, I like it. I don't use it, there's not much here, but I like it a lot. Now there's 2 more spots we want to go to, but we might just firework rocket there, honestly. Why would... Of course you would say that. No, it's just a supporting beam. Also, I thought that zombie had a baby zombie for a second. So let's save the squid. And now let's firework rocket. Except I'm bad. This is a windmill. You can't tell from this side. It's not the best looking windmill, but I like it. I built it a while ago. It's in this flower forest, and it's just a little windmill. It's got a beacon, it's a little place. I use this to get the achievement for bouncing like a certain amount of blocks. I think it's like 50 or 100 blocks high from a slime block. That's what that thing is. And this is just my little windmill house. I haven't done much with this one either, but I should. I like it. And so the doors go here. And there's more doors. I don't really know why. There's just different floors. None of them have anything. It's been here for a while. Ever since I built that acacia house. And then there's the beacon at the top. And you can use this as like a little outpost too. That was what was kind of the concept behind the top of this thing. You just use it as a little outpost and just be like, whoosh. What just happened to that guy? Okay, there we go. And yeah, that's what this thing is. And if we go this way, this is an old friend's house. Not much is here. This is pretty much the extent of the house. But it is an old friend's house. Then there's this house that I like. This is one of my bases. And one time there was a mess here where a ton of magma cubes came through the portal. And it was just a mess. So, I built a nice little bridge. It's not the nicest, but I like it. I tried to go for something stylized. And it's my little birch home. There's a pig over here. Chest. Oh, that's enchanted. At one point I named my tools 275 because I was clever. But I don't know if that's really that clever. Now it's just called the Void Blade, which is related to something in the Chaota series. I thought it was clever. Also, my fastest horse is here. Why is my fastest horse here? I don't know, but my fastest horse is here. Or not my fastest, but like my best horse. It jumps the best and is the fastest. I thought it was clever. But yeah, it's a good horse. And I don't know why I keep them here, but I do. And now through the portal. Now we're gonna need to do a bit of walking because I didn't take the minecart all the way here. But minecart just goes down here. And yeah. Almost to the Ocean Monument portal. It's just around the corner. Building these nether tunnels was an experience. There was so much like gassed fireballs. Also, the corner of the world again. And we're going to get to see that a bit closer. Because we are going to the city. The final portal on our destination. On our tour. That sentence made no sense. This is going to be the final portal, and yeah. This is my Minecraft world. It's nice. I like it a lot. There's a lot of memories here. I've had it forever. And yeah. So this is my little... I made a little overworld in the nether. This is where the Blue Ice Pathway connects, so we're going to leave our boat here, and we're actually going to take this minecart with us. And I created this nice little pathway to get across it without interrupting the minecart tracks. And this will continue on to new chunks when I transfer the world, but for now it's just here. I don't get the reference. I mean, I know the reference, but yeah. So this is another part of the place. And this is just kind of a safe zone. And this is kind of an exit, but it's kind of dangerous. Ghast just really like to shoot you. And this is just another bit of overworld, just a glass dome protected from gas. For example, perfect timing. It's a little bit of overworld in another. I thought it was nice. And there's this little bridge. If you want to, you can walk to all these locations if you choose to. But the minecart and boats are definitely faster and also more efficient. And now we're gonna go through the portal of the city. It's gonna be on this side. This is the city. This is kind of where the community player base was, I guess. This is a map with the city on it. It's kind of big. I wonder if it's any bigger since last I updated it. How many times did we get shot trying to get... Too many, and I am so glad I covered that up. And so this is the world map, and well, this isn't the world map, this is a map of the city. And so this represents everything in the city. So the desert temple that Fisher was referring to is right here. It's very hard to see as it blends in with all the sand. This area of the city, I changed the roads up to be like black, just so they stand out more on the desert part. And let's list off locations and we'll go actually visit them. This is the park. This is a temporary spot for me to get wood. This is a big hole in the ground for mining. These are two, like, shopping centers, but they're not really set up right now. This is an apartment building. This is a little travel area that sells boats and minecarts. This is a snowman. You get snow from him. This is a farming area, and this is like a bakery building. This used to be a villager breeder, but it's not anymore, as villagers don't work the same. This used to be an old friend's house. Or not house, a shop. This was one of Fisher's buildings, but I'm going to turn it into something else with his permission. Don't worry. It's going to be a logging building center. This was another old friend's, like, building center thing. It sold horses. This is going to be a pool. These two towers are big towers, and don't you make that joke, Fisher. Don't you make that joke. Basically, I was at first wondering, what should they be? I wanted towers that went up to world height. You did. And, I mean, I wouldn't blame you with the new update. When the new Nether stuff is so cool. But that's a talk for another time. These, buildings, at first I wasn't sure what to do with them, but I've come up with the idea. I'm gonna put slime elevators in them, and then make them giant villager trading posts. It's gonna be cool. This is a work-in-progress library. This is, these two are nothing. Yet. This is a, what's the word? No, I said don't make the joke. This is the armory shop type thing. This is going to be a dye shop. This is a wool shop. This is a just mushroom area because it's got mushrooms. This is a potion shop, and this is a netherwort farm. That's a bridge, that's an old village, and that's a turtle area. And now we're gonna check out those three things. This is my turtle area. It's got turtles, sometimes. That's all. This is my bridge. I really like this bridge. I love how it turned out. I tried to make something that looks nice, and I think I did a good job. Now you might be wondering, why is there a bridge going off into literally nothing? Because when I transfer this world into Bedrock, there's a mountain here. So this bridge is going to go into the mountain and then come out the other side. And so it's a bridge, and it connects to the mountain right about there. And then you'll be able to get to the other side from that. See? Turtles. This is an old village that spawned on the edge of the world. And when I test transferred this world, it ends up getting covered in dirt and stuff. It ends up being basically the victim of a landslide. But it will still exist, just not good. This was an old friend's base, too. They set up a thing inside the, inside one of the village houses. I added this pathway here because we needed a way to get around the village. And yeah, I love the idea of this village, how it just spawned on the water. Also, if you're not familiar with the console edition, you might be wondering, like, why is there just ocean for miles? There's also an invisible wall. I'm pressing forward, I can't go, I'm swimming into it. Also, everything is stone here. This is the edge of the world, quite literally. And what are you doing? Oh, it's best not to question these things. So, this is the edge of the world. On console, because of the limited world size, there were world edges. Each of the 4 corners of the world we've been to today, they've been world edges. And then we've been to many places between as well. This spot over here, this is a AFK fish farm. Though I'm not too big on how these things work anymore. And they're getting patched out anyways, so it doesn't matter. But it's overpowered. Like, look at everything I got. I think automatic fish farms, they're cool in concept, but they're way too overpowered. I kind of stopped using it. I used it a few times, but I like to work more for my things. And so that goes back to the point I made earlier. I want to build one of every kind of farm, but I don't want to take advantage of them all. So I'm going to build like a pigman farm, iron golem farm, stuff like that, but I'm not going to take advantage of them just because, like, but I'll take advantage of the spawner farms. I like those ones. Those ones feel better. Before we get to the top of the city, there's an underside. This city was very intentionally built as flat. You might be thinking that this was just, oh yeah, you need space and stuff, but no, this was intentional. Because I wanted a dangerous side to the city. Underground. So if you come under here, you're putting yourself at risk. And if you somehow fall down here, it's like a little, you gotta escape. There will be a network of pipes like this one eventually, but I'm not too concerned with that. That's one of my later projects to be worried about. Little stairs here. And there's the city. No, don't make the joke. Looking at you. Oh, I thought that mob head was an actual creeper for a second. So there's little flags here. Cat. These are my cats. I like cats. There used to be a snowman here, but he died. It's very sad. I'm gonna give him a membrane in his honor. Oh, right, my pop-up bases I mentioned before. This is something I just thought was a cool idea and decided to make one. It just brings down a piston and you got your, like, it's like a little bunker almost. You got an ender chest, everything. Well, what went right here? Oh, emeralds. I'm gonna put an emerald there so I don't forget. I don't know why you need a brewing stand in a bunker, but yeah. We'll get a better look at the bridge, just because I worked really hard on this, and I think it turned out good. I like it. It's nice. And, so, Now we'll go through the city. This is a hole to the bottom of the world, sort of. I didn't mine out that section. Originally, it was just because I hadn't gotten to that yet, but now I kind of like it. I like that little weird, like, pattern. And so I kind of kept it. So, we'll go down here. We'll just jump all the way down. I can survive it. So this is a lava pit, but it's like sectioned off. It's like a viewing lava pit. This is another portal that leads to that one spot on the surface. It's just kind of a quick way to get up if you're down here. And it's going to make the sound. Sorry. Also, yes, I've seen these diamonds many times. I'm intentionally leaving them there. I like leaving caves somewhat cavish. This is just a little lava area. I thought it'd be cool to have a little lava walkway thing. There's really nothing else to it. I just thought it'd be cool. Of course, you'd also do a JoJo joke. This is going to be an automatic smelter thing just because, I mean, it's connected to a mine. It just makes sense. The lava is just dripping through. These are meant to be little pillars that are kind of like holding it up. I liked leaving, I purposely left some in the ores here just because I like leaving some ores naturally. This is where I've fought the Wither many more times. This is what I like to call the Wither Caves. Also, I heard that creeper. Good. Okay, so these are what I like to call the Wither Caves. I don't think you've actually seen this yet, Fisher. I just fought the Wither here and made a giant hole underneath the city. I just took advantage of the effects of the Mega Beacon. I'm not going to walk down this entire thing because we'd be here for another hour. But, oh, my PC's about... My PC is running low. Well, I don't need it. I just... Here, I'll pull up the stream on my phone for a second. So I can turn off my computer. YouTube, live, me... I need to make it so you guys won't hear me again. Okay. Sound off. Now I can still see the stream. And then I'm going to just turn off my computer really quick because it's slow and gonna die. Why can't I? Oh, that's your battery's running low notification. Okay. There we go. Granted, my phone is also low, so we'll have to wrap this up. I'm not going to run all the way down there, but fun fact, that actually goes like 2,000 blocks. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I made a tunnel that was 2,000 blocks long, but I did for some crazy reason. Also, you know that Iron Golem problem from the village before? How they just kind of spawned like crazy? Yeah, that's why there's also a lot of Iron Golems here too. It's just got to be a bug with Minecraft console, I think. Just, it overpopulates places with Minecraft. Iron Golems. I'll make you a mod when I'm ending the stream. Just since we're about to wrap it up, just so we don't have to pause it again. So now, this is the farm, just for wheat and stuff to breed villagers. This originally was a villager breeder, but it doesn't work anymore. Also, my crops have been trampled. Also, I see the golems killed a witch. Anyways, this used to be a villager breeder, it doesn't work anymore. Sad. This is one of Fisher's things he's built. This is the thing I mentioned I'm gonna turn into a logging factory. This is... Don't get out. Okay. Fun fact, I used to have all these villagers locked behind cakes. That used to work well, but one day they learned they can jump on cakes. And they got out. So, there used to be villagers behind here, but not anymore. There's just stuff in here. I have 9 diamonds here, apparently. Excuse me again. Oh, hi! caught us just at the tail end of the stream, but welcome, and you can watch the video later if you're interested. But to continue where we left off, this is just a building I made that as intention of bakery. The villagers I did have here sold baking related things, and we can go up here, but I want to block it off again due to the villagers. And so we can go up here, and this is just a big cocoa bean wall. I don't know why I made it, I just did. This is even crazier. For some reason I decided to make a furnace wall. Have all of these been lit at one time? No. No, they haven't. Then if we go to the top, it's just a nice little viewing platform of the city. And there's this spot, there's jungle over there, there's a tower for probably something I wanted to remember but forgot about. There's my nice bridge that I like to clam with? I'm a little confused. Then we can also just go over here. You can jump into the slime blocks and, well, bounce. There's my derpy snowman I built. You get snow from him. Those are villager apartments. Those are the little shops I mentioned before. And there's a little secret path in the foliage of the tree that you can use to get up here and then get on top of the ceiling of this building. Oh, I see. Sorry, I'm not really interested in that. Thanks for coming, though. So that's just me temporarily, hecking phantoms. Oh, that just made my cat move, because, oh wait, it didn't? Oh, yeah, that's good. That's my tree logging area. It's temporary. It really is. This was a shop built by an old friend. They had mushrooms. I gave them the mushrooms. They sold meat for iron. That chest is full of eggs. They had a little passageway down here. Some things there. And chickens. They had lots of chickens. And yeah. Oh, and they also had a little upstairs. And just made some colored glass in the ceiling. I think it was meant to look like a galaxy. Cat, why did you... No, Cat, I need you to sit. I guess you can sit on top of the building, just don't follow me. I need to sleep. There's a bug in the console version where if you get hit and have a pet near you, the pet will want to, like, follow you, even if you have it sitting down already, even if it's a cat. So I'm gonna go sleep real quick. Now that villager is probably trying to also sleep, but he is unfortunate to not have a bed. This is my collection of mob heads because it was cool to collect them. I got them using the whole channeling trident thing. This is also meant to be like an emergency iron golem. Realistically, I'm never going to use it. It's more of like an aesthetic type thing. This is the travel shop. You got your mine carts. My cat is jamming. You got your boats. There's a horse in here too hanging out. This is just a better... These used to be not good. And they're still not great, but I made them a bit nicer. I don't know what these are really meant to be. Maybe just like little things. I don't know. Again, I like my pathway to the bridge. I like the bridge. So here's just that place I used to get some wood. This was a netherwort farm. Old friend set this up. And, yeah. This is the park. I like the park. There's too many golems. Because for some reason Minecraft console likes to spawn a lot of golems. They're also obsessed with the underground, which is... Somehow they also just killed a spider under there, even though they can't get through the block, but I'm not one to question. How are you inside of the blocks? This poor cat. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save the cat. Okay. This is a little fountain. Also smoke. There's a little tree fort in this place. It's a little tree fort. I like it. And you can see outside of it. It's nice. This was made by Fisher. And you can't get out of it. I'm not going in there because you don't have a way to get out of it yet currently. You should add one of those. It's meant to be like a stage type thing. And there's this glass area too. Oh, we should probably go check out the, this is the Mega Beacon. It's a rainbow beacon, but I've noticed it lags the world a lot. So currently it's off, but there's actually the mechanics down there to make it like a flashing rainbow beacon. I'll show it off some other time. Maybe I could do a building tutorial. Oh, I see. And also Dragon Egg. Again, there's multiple because of the whole resetting the end ability. The villager apartments. The top is like a luxury apartment. You got like windows. There's nothing really to the inside. There's nothing really to the inside of this spot. It's really only just right here. But you just mine snow. Excuse me. You get a lot of snow. Get a lot of snowballs. Make that snowball into snow. And you can just get snow here. This was I put these sheep here because I needed them. But this was a horse stable thing built by another old friend. Spot. Was that his horse? I don't think I ever named a horse. Black Thunder. Yeah, he named these horses. And yeah. It's not fully done, I don't think. But yeah. This is going to be a pool. This is kind of meant to be like the reception area, boys' changing room, or maybe this is the boys' one, boys and girls. And then the pool will be right here. This is the, these are meant to be like this. No buildings will go here, just these little pillars before the big buildings. Before we get to that though, also the beacon, it's like a mega beacon. You have all the effects and the best possible versions of those effects because it's a mega beacon. Which takes so much blocks, by the way. Next we'll go to the brewery shop. I like this. I like it a lot, but I wanted to make it exclusively out of nether things. Currently there's not much on the nether. Once the nether update comes out, I'm totally redoing the outside of this. It's still majority going to look like this, but I'm going to include some of the other new nether blocks to make it look nicer. But currently, this is the inside. This was someone else's design. I don't remember who. I looked it up on YouTube. But I altered it a bit. So, you just kind of flick the levers for whatever you want. Here, we can make a potion now. Fisher, what kind of potion do you think we should make? No. I mean, it's not finished, but the library would be the newest edition. What kind of potion do you want to make, though? We just hit this thing 3 times. Except they... Wait, why are there... Oh, I see. Okay. Splash potion apartment. Alright, we can do that. So, first, you get water bottles here. You put them in this thing. Then, you make sure this is off. My mistake. You press this 3 times. You flip this lever to add in some blaze powder. Though currently there already is blaze powder, so it's fine. And then we want a splash potion of harming. So, we want a healing potion and then to reverse its effects, which we should be able to do with a fermented spider eye, but I don't... Okay, we do have fermented spider eyes. Also, I just messed up the item frame. Which way did it originally face? So, we're going to want a nether wart, and then the nether wart's going to go in there. And then we want a melon to make it healing, and then we want a fermented spider eye to make it harming, and then we want a gunpowder to make it splash. And let me just confirm it's all in the right order. Yep. And we'll come back and see that those are right. So it should be a splash potion of harming unless I screwed up the potion, which is a very good possibility. I'm not too great with the potions, but I do know most of them. I should know harming. Just mushrooms, because they're cool. This is the wool factory. It's got smoke, and it gets wool. 10 emeralds for like 32 wool of your choice color. You got lots of wool. This is kind of cool to do with the sheep stuff, but I don't have an option. Also, currently it's not functioning because all the shears broke. And shears cost emeralds, but I love how this thing works. Let me just show you guys real quick because it's cool. So that's going to get picked up, and it gets shot up through this thing, and I think it's cool. It just gets shot up through the thing. No, apparently it didn't pick up much. You guys get the idea. Okay. I do know all the crafting recipes. Before we had the crafting guide, you had to memorize them all. And I did. There's this little way to get back here to like the redstone of it all. You can get up here to just wait. There's downstairs as like a collection system, and also this is where the emeralds would go, but there's a collection. It's a lot of wool. This is going to be a dye shop, but currently it's not set up. We don't have floor or ceiling complete, but you got the loom and all that stuff. This is also temporary, but this is because I needed emeralds. So I put a lot of villagers in a hole and made them get to work. Which is kind of like slavery, but I mean, you see any other Minecraft YouTubers being nice to villagers? It's not a normal thing. But it should be. Let's get some villager rights movements. This is just a pond, I like it. This is a graveyard. This is a grave. So, this will be a crypt. And the thing I love about this, it's going to be a crypt. And I'm going to have that crypt link up with this zombie spawner. I'm going to have actually zombies in my, like graveyard crypt. I think that's so cool. Pillager villager. I don't know about pillager rights. They kind of kill everything. This is also temporary. I wanted chorus fruit, so I got me some chorus fruit. This is the armory shop. But before we check that out, why don't we go check on our potions? By now they're done for sure. Let's hope that was a splash potion of harming. It should be. And the splash potion of harming. I did it. And then you flick this lever, let them all go down, then they end up in this bottom chest. Also, apparently I already had some beforehand. So, next. The towers aren't done and there's not much to look at there, but we can quickly like fly by them. So, also, here's just a good view of the city. So here's the towers and also just the city as a whole. Here's the library I'm working on. It's not nearly done yet. But before we get into more detail on that, we're going to go check out the armory. I wonder how long this stream has been going. I can't really easily check on my phone. So, this is the armory. And it's got an anvil. You can only access it from, like, the purchaser side thing. You gotta purchase the thing. And yeah, that's just the armory shop. I like it. That's a better joke about it. Also, this tree is natural. This is a natural tree, and it's one of the craziest natural trees I've ever seen, and I love it. And I didn't want to tear it down, so it's just part of the road. So, this is my enchanting area. And it will have bookshelves and also more chests and stuff with, like... It's gonna have a more library feel to it, rather than, like... Yeah? These are all the enchanted books I currently have. Some of these are traded for, some of these are from the fish farm. And also, there's just this nice little spot with some vines going down and just nature. These are alley cats. I named them alley kitties because I found them in an alley. And, yeah. We've pretty much covered it. Oh, well, yet to be done, but there is a, bridge here and also the Fisher's house. We gotta go check that out. And we're gonna end it on the Mushroom Island that I set up a mini base at. Because it's nearby. And so this is Fisher's house. It's a desert temple. Now at first it looks like a completely normal desert temple, but he did renovate it a bit. You can go up here. And there's stuff up here, but I think you moved out all your stuff that was originally in here. But, yeah, this was Fisher's house, one of them. And we're gonna end this off giving the city a flyover. Gonna take the boat pathway and end it at spawn. So here is the city at night. I love how it looks. I love how it looks. I also love that I'm not the only one that made all this. All my personal progress in this world has been for me. If anything, I've just given out my resources all to other people. But, yeah, probably. But, yeah, the city is a place I like because it's just got, like, it's not just me building there. Also, I'm sorry, Pigman, but I can't have you being in my boat. Okay. Boat pathways are nice. I hit Pigman. And here's where we end our journey. Actually, this doesn't even need to be on this track anymore because of that. Going back through the portal we started on. And we're gonna go end the stream off on the exact spot we started. At nighttime too. So, here it is. This was my Minecraft world. My main Minecraft world that I've been playing for years. And, well, I don't think there's really much else to say. It's probably one of the worlds that's, like, most important to me. That, the 360 world and this world are, like, my main, just most important worlds. But I lost that other world, and that was terrible. But this world helped me get back into Minecraft again after that bad loss, and, well, yeah. So here you go, the tour of my main world. And I guess that's all. Might try to do videos soon again. It depends. The reason I've been so, like, absent on doing videos is just because life has been a mess. For many reasons that we're not going to go into. Because I don't really want to put all my personal details on a YouTube account, but there's a lot of things that have been happening. It's been crazy, but we're getting through it. Also, the world is just not in a good state right now, but, just do your part and stay inside. Be aware of those around you. Take care of yourself, the people around you. And just don't be dumb. It sounds like bad advice, but really, people are just out there doing really dumb things, and we seem to focus on each other rather than being selfish. It sounds like a weird thing to say. I'm not gonna try to fill this with any sort of political thing. I'm just saying, if you're in an area that has the virus spreading and it's not doing good, just be careful of those around. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Hopefully getting back to regular videos. Maybe I'll just do more streams. Those of you that watch this as a video, because I doubt anyone's gonna join in the last few minutes. I want your opinion on this too, Fisher, though. But those of you that watch this as a video, and also Fisher is watching it now, what do you guys want me to do? The reason I'm asking this is I have that survival world on my computer that I started for YouTube. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm just not dedicated to worlds that often. So, I like, make a world and get attached to it. I just do that world. This world, you haven't seen me play since the beginning. You just got this tour, and this has been your first glimpse into this world. Would you guys enjoy or want me to keep going on this world rather than the one I did on my PC? I would personally get more enjoyment out of that. Though I just feel as though maybe it wouldn't be as nice because the whole... Okay, Fisher says to do it, but I'm still going to go on about this just for anyone who does potentially view this. So yeah, I've been thinking about doing that, just continuing, rather than that world, just off this world, because this is just my world that I just enjoy. We could continue projects, do random streams where we mine ice or whatever, because I've been doing that for a while. I can stream while I build. I was thinking I could go over aspects of the game, as I pretty much have everything I could possibly need in this world. I can just go over aspects of the game and maybe do little guides on everything. I do have ideas for this world. I just wanted your guys' opinion because maybe it is weird to start off a series in a world that's already very developed, but I thought maybe it could work. So I guess that's what I want to ask anyone who sees this and wants to continue watching on my channel. What do you think about me just continuing with this world rather than that other world? I still want to continue the Slime Rancher Let's Play at some point. Yes, I plan to do a lot with the Nether update with this world if I do start doing episodes on this world. All the episodes on this world will have to be live streams until I can get it to my PC, which I'm not complaining about. I think these live streams are fun. Honestly, this is enjoyable. So, when the Nether update comes out, expect content. Maybe not right away, but I'm definitely going to try to do some stuff there. Probably live streams, but I don't know for sure. Also training. But I'm thinking I'll do episodes on this world instead and just move the series over to here. I'm thinking I'm going to continue with the Slime Rancher Let's Play because I love that game. After Slime Rancher, maybe Kakarot? Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I wanted to play it blind originally, but I ended up playing it myself. I couldn't wait. I think I enjoyed it more that way. I still have yet to finish the game start. But maybe that. On the other hand, I'm not quite sure how I would commentate a game like that. But maybe. It's either going to be that or something else, which I guess that isn't saying much. But I'm going to work something out there. Judging by the fact that I can do live streams like this, maybe I'll do Fortnite live streams. I don't think I'm not sure I'm too big on Fortnite videos, but Fortnite live streams could be potential. And maybe I could have someone like Fisher over here join me in those. Might do a Sonic game. At some point I'm playing Sonic Generations. That game alongside Sonic Mania and Sonic 2 just to find my childhood. I might not have had Sonic Mania when I was a child, but it just, you know, has all the classic stuff. But yeah, so I hope everyone who did tune into this live stream enjoyed it, even though it was only you and that one other person, but or anyone who watches this as a video. I hope you're not intimidated by the fact that this is probably going to be like a 3-hour long video. Maybe I'll make a cut-up version of this at some point. And I think that's about it. I'm not quite sure what else to say from here. Expect sporadic content. I'm not going to have a schedule. Maybe I'll upload every day of the week. Maybe I'll upload for not for a few months. Life is crazy. I don't think I'm really cut out to be a full-time YouTuber. But yeah, being a girl. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you for everyone who tuned in. And see ya, guys. Now I need to figure out quickly how to end the broadcast. Okay, there's the stop broadcasting button. Alright, see ya, guys. This was good. I hope you guys liked this. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Sayonara. Bye.